some time. All right, we should be good now. All right. So, first and foremost, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us his truth. Shalawam to you sincere Ahtham out there pushing and preaching this 100% doctrine, as well as the 1/3 men, women, and children. Maintaining yourself in sincerity, the hopeful elect, the tabernacle of David. Hey, Shalawam, it's your brother Yahawashi Kazak, back with hopefully another edifying lesson. So the title of this lesson being is Peace Through Chaos. Alright? Peace through chaos. And that's understanding what's about to take place. Understanding Jacob's trouble. What is Jacob's trouble? In one word, it's chaos. Right? It's the complete opposite of basically Yahawah. It will be the time frame on the timeline where it's the complete opposite of what Yahawah has ordained. But he still ordained it, understanding that. But it's the complete opposite of what he wants, because it's going to be the point, the heightened point of wickedness, right? But ironically, it'll be the closest that we are to salvation. It'll be the closest to righteousness, but it'll be the heightened, the peak of wickedness, right? So it's letting you know you're getting peace through chaos. You're getting peace through death and destruction and lawlessness and godliness, right? Because it's not, all of that stuff ain't ordained to take us out. It's ordained to test us. It's a tribulation. It's an obstacle, but it's to refine us and to bring us through, as the scriptures say. So we know Yahawashi is the Prince of Peace, right? He's bringing, he said, don't think I come to bring peace, I come to bring the sword. But he's the Prince of Peace. Ultimately, we're going to get that ultimate peace, that everlasting joy, the everlasting body, the everlasting peace through the sword. So you want to be something, as you just put it in a minuscule look, man. You want to be something, you got to go through something. You ain't just going to wake up and be something. You got to go through the trials and tribulations. Every single movie you watch, okay, they always show you in the beginning, man, the hero, take it like the hero be weak, okay? He'll try to fight the enemy in the beginning and he lose, right? Then it's always that build-up phase. That build-up phase where he's getting stronger, he's going through it, and he's getting stronger, but he's got to practice, he got to work it out, and he's got to get through it. And boom, he eventually gets to the point where he's able to defeat the big bad villain. Okay? We in that build-up phase. You can look at it, man. It's like a Disney movie, man. We in that build-up phase right now where we are being made stronger to get ready to take on what we about to take on. In the big bad villain is Esau Edom. All right? Let's go get some scriptures. So, Isaiah 13:12. And we can go into this chapter. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. I understand in Ophir was where they got a lot of gold. Precious than fine gold. Gold is a standard. If you look at the BRICS nations, they have a gold standard, right? All these nations that don't want to deal with the American dollar, that don't want to deal with the crooked, wicked Edomites, they are going over to BRICS nation that has a gold standard, actual resources, actually backing up something by a product, right? So your value is on what you actually have. You're not selling wolf tickets, okay? America is known for selling wolf tickets, and that's how they in debt. They in so much debt, they can't pay it back because they don't have it. They don't have those resources. They don't have none of that. Right? A man will be made more precious than wealth itself. So, when you look at an Israelite man, he will be walking wealth. Right? Your Israelite man will be walking wealth. Basically, that he is it. Okay? they're gonna really what's the word, man? Marvel at the brothers. They're gonna marvel. They're gonna be in awe. They're gonna be like, look. Every brother, man. Every brother. Even the 2/3 when they come back and they go through it with their head down and they get to their role of kings and priests, the heathens are gonna be in awe of them. Alright? Understanding that, because a man will be made more precious than gold. So we will be refined. We're going through a purification process. Alright? 13. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of Yahawah of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. Shaking the heavens, these kingdoms, the stars shall fall. These heavens shall fall. It should be a new heaven, a new earth. Not a new earth in the sense of a new earth, but a new earth in the sense of a rulership, a kingdom, a dwelling, an era, an understanding, right? So, understanding that, Yahawah's going to shake it up. That's the chaos. That's the destruction. That's the death. That's the destroying of this place. And through that, peace comes. Through that, understanding comes, right? Now, the brothers that have it right now, that is resonating with you is resonating with you, and you got that understanding, man, and that's a blessing to be able to understand it now. That's wisdom. That's the tawah. To be gifted that understanding right now and not to have to get it on the other side. So you got it on this side, right? Tawah to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. 14. And it shall be as the chase roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. That's chaos. That's death. That's destruction. It's over for this place. Right? It ain't no this place going on forever, man. This place being established and continuing as the wicked place that she is definitely a wicked place. This whore, man, with nothing but commerce running and just importing. Everybody's selling. You got Temu, you got TikTok shop, you got all these types of things, businesses, and it's been going on forever, that come into this place and that take it over, and they love dealing with her. But when she's took out, it's going to be no more dealing with Babylon. All right? You're not going to be able to go to Babylon anymore to get it. Now let's get another scripture where Yahawah speaks about destroying this place, man. Or destroying the nations through chaos, through death. Zephaniah 3:8. Therefore, wait ye upon me. Speaking to the saints. Wait, saith Yahawah, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger. That I may assemble the kingdoms. That's these kings on the earth. That's these kingdoms on the earth. So-called kingdoms. He's going to assemble all of them. And what is he going to do? To pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. So more death and destruction that's coming to this place. But why is Yahawah doing that? He's a man of war. But also, why is he doing that? What's the golden purpose? For peace. Right? For it to be destroyed and reestablished in righteousness. Right? Understanding that. Because right now, this is not righteousness. We are in a state of mourning, a house of mourning. This is not righteousness, man. This is straight wickedness. We hate to live in this place, man. Babylon, man. It's wicked. It's terrible. You know what I'm saying? This is not it. This is not it. You know? So it has to be destroyed. The weak nations have to rise up and be strong. They have to turn their plows into axes and spears. You know, the farmers is ready to fight. The average American is ready to bear arms and go at the government. And all this chaos, all this purging, all of this is taking place. It's going to start taking place. right? Watching a video the other day, man. A brother was talking about people got a list of people that they want to take out, just if the laws would allow. And yes, indeed, you know, like we always say, man, Pookie and Ray Ray, they gonna come for you. You wicked women that think you don't need a man. In those days, man, they gonna come and get you. They gonna come and take you out. All right? Because you thought you didn't need a man to protect you because the laws protected you. But when it's straight purge and anarchy and chaos, the laws ain't gonna be able to protect you. You're not gonna be able to call 911 and get somebody to show up at your door. Okay? Therefore, those brothers that you kept rejecting, those brothers that you kept playing, and you broke their heart, you cheated on them, you lied on them, all these brothers hold these things near and dear to their heart. They holding it and they got it in their mind. And they, if the law didn't prevent them from doing something to you, and when we telling y'all, lawlessness is coming. Because Jacob's trouble is the complete opposite of anything right, of anything righteousness. It's basically ordained wickedness for a purpose, to purge out and to destroy and to get rid of. What you look at it as a massive spring cleaning. How Yahawah is gonna start deleting these people, man. Okay, and you thinking that you higher than Yahawah, you think you didn't need him. Oh, you definitely gonna beg and cry, but it's not gonna help, because he's bringing this destruction, he's bringing this death, he's bringing this chaos. All right, so in Jacob's trouble, you're gonna be trying to find out who God is, but it's too late. It's too late to find out who somebody is when they already on your front door. You wasn't researching. You should have been reading the bio. That's the scriptures. You should have been reading. You should have been making an inquiry, man. An inquisition on your creator, on your maker, right? Because, if your maker created all of this, don't you think whatever goes on down here, he has a hand in it? He's controlling all of it. He's watching. He has, he's pulling the strings. But our people don't even believe that, man. All right? So let's read this again. Therefore, Zephaniah 3:8. Therefore, wait ye upon me. Talking to the saints. Because we waiting, knowing that, hey, he's going to come and do what he said he's going to do. And this is what he said he's going to do. Saith Yahawah, until the day that I rise up to the prey, for my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms. And by him saying determination, it's basically he's just going to do it. All right? He's being nice. My determination, no, he's going to do it. All right? Because as we see him doing it, placing spirits on these people, Putin got that old Soviet Union spirit. All right? He's got that old, hey, we're going to destroy America spirit. And North Korea as well, and China as well. They got that old America got to go spirit. Right? So that's the spirit. Spirits is placed on men by Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. All right? You don't just wake up and feel a certain type of way. A wicked spirit can be placed on you. What happened to Saul? A wicked spirit got placed on Saul. Right? Oh, you gotta pray that Yahawah doesn't treat you that way. That and this is after Saul kept going off and kept falling in his pride and his ego of him being the king and disobeying Yahawah, right? So you gotta pray these type of things off you and stay in the right spirit, so that Yahawah won't ordain a wicked spirit to be placed on you, or ordain some delusion. He can make it where you won't even understand the lesson, or you won't even understand the breakdown. He could put that in you, block you, a stumbling block. Yahawashi is a stumbling block to those that don't get him, to those that don't understand him, don't love him, and don't follow his ways. He is a stumbling block to them, and they just gonna keep stumbling. What Yahawah? What Yahawah? They ain't gonna get it, And the laws and commandments could be a stumbling block. The Sabbath day could be a stumbling block. We do it on Friday and Saturday. No, it's according to the moon. That's a stumbling block to so many Israelites. Because because Yahawah has placed that on them. You could break it down with however many scriptures, and they still won't understand it. You know what I'm saying? All right, that I may assemble the kingdoms, all these kingdoms on this earth, not just America, right? Because all these kingdoms on this earth, they're going to be gathered at the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahawah's judgment, for judgment. That's why they coming together. All right, it ain't no party. It's World War III. All right, they coming for judgment. They coming to get their judgment. Your just desserts, what they deserve. That's what they coming to get. All right. To pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth. That's how you know. All the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Okay? It ain't, Yahawah ain't just, he's coming and he's laying down the law for all these nations, man. All right? And Babylon will be a memorial, all right, of death. You can be able to look at it and be like, dang, that's what Yahawah did to that nation. And hey, you don't want to get right. Yo, he could, you see his power? His power will be known by what he does to this place. And his power is known by what he does in other parts of the world as well. Look at what he did to Turkey. Look at what he did to China. Look at what he did. All these types of earthquakes, volcanoes erupting, tornadoes, tsunamis, etc., etc. Okay? These are just build-ups. These are build-ups. All right, Shalawam, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak, Ahtham. All right, these are build-ups. And in Babylon, when the ICBM missiles destroy this place, boom. And then also Israel, when the ICBM missiles destroy that place, right? Which that place will be built back up, and we will dwell in that land. But America, nobody will dwell in this place again. And that's the thing. Yahawah controls all. So, you know, a nuke hits a place, and they say that you can't live in that land for 100, 200, 300 years, whatever it may be, right? He got the technology. We got the technology. Yo, he can control it, clean it, cleanse the area. Okay, we probably gonna have that. Speaking as a man, but in those bodies, control over the elements. Philippians 3:20 and 21. You know, we'll be able to control the elements. So if it's nuclear waste in this area, we'll be able to wipe it out or clean it up or harness it. You know what I'm saying? Having control over the elements is bigger. You really got to think about it. It's just huge. Humans. Oh, so lucky. But a person, that's an element. These are elements. Cars, planes, buildings, all this stuff out here. Elements. You are an element. Food, that's an element. Everything is an element. So when you say control over the elements, Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi has control over everything. Right? Everything is under his grasp. So, Shalawam. Yeah, man. Nah, it ain't the devil. It's just I gotta get a new stand. You know, everything ain't Esau. I just gotta get a new stand, you know. Yeah. But hey, I'm about to wrap up anyway. So let's go back to what happened in Egypt, right? And how Yahawah was basically plaguing the Egyptians, but he was saving the Israelites. He was keeping them from all the punishments, all the wraths, all the judgments, the 10 plagues that befall that place, right? And he was giving it all to the Egyptians. These are Egyptians nowadays. This is spiritually Egypt. Understanding that. This is spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay? What he did to those two places were basically completely destroyed. Right? People dwell in Egypt now, but that Egypt is not the same Egypt as it was back in the day. Right? That Egypt is basically a desert wasteland. If you look at it, it's straight desert. It's not when the Israelites when the Israelites dwelled in Egypt, it was built up. It was nice. It was beautiful. It was gold. It was type of elements everywhere and all of that, right? But now it's just it's sandy, it's trash, right? And Sodom and Gomorrah, you can't even live there. It's nothing but evidence and residue of what Yahawah did there, and that was just with the chariots, how he destroyed that place. Sulfur and brimstone. That's all that's there right now, right? And you can see outlines of certain buildings and things that was there that are all destroyed and collapsed. Right? When these nukes hit, when these warheads hit, this place is done, man. It will be flattened. These buildings around me, concrete, all of this is gonna melt. When concrete is melting, because the nukes are 6 times hotter than the sun, right? This place is gonna melt with fervent heat. It's gonna be like a oven. That's it. It's gonna be like an oven on both sides, man. Because you got nukes that go into the ground, bunker busters that's gonna go down there. If you got bunkers under the ground, they're gonna destroy them. You got nukes that explode in the air and the atmosphere, and you got nukes that come down and just hit the ground and explode, right? So you're talking about you can't escape every area, you know? So no power, nothing. Nobody will survive. We talking about 22 million nukes, right? 22 million nukes, because it says 200,000 in the scriptures, and then understanding now, because we know more than the prophets of old, understanding now that each warhead has 10 to 15 missiles in it. 10 to 15 missiles in it. So you do the math, right? So it's over, man. It's no way. Now this place, even before that, because that's the final plague. That's the final plague. This place will be what? Plagued. You got the cicadas down there in the... We connected. Hey, I hope I'm coming through good. I'm about to wrap it up. My signal may be bad. But you got the cicadas moving across the country right now. You have you got different type of plagues that will take place in this place. You got power outages will happen. You know, they're holding that though. They're holding this internet will be took away, but they're holding that, all right? Because right now they need the internet and they need this digital currency system. They need all that because all that works together. The internet will be the last thing to go. And if it goes, when it comes back up, I promise you, man, they're going to have the digital currency ready to go. They're going to have that beast system ready to go. So they're not going to really touch it yet, all right? But it will be plenty of plagues that come through and hit this place. A brother just did a video talking about 2 famines. It's going to be a famine of the word. And it's also going to be a famine, a literal physical famine. As scripture says, they looked and suddenly their storehouses were empty. Okay? It's going to be hard to get food. You're going to be going to these places, man, the grocery stores, and trying to get food, and you're not going to be able to get anything. All right? But we know, the saints, that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is going to feed us, and we're going to have more than enough in that time period, man. All right? More than enough. So, understanding that, you just got to hold your faith. Because peace is coming through chaos. Peace is coming through death. Peace is coming through destruction. All right? So at the end of the day, keep your eyes on the prize, no matter how dark, how hard it gets. Keep praying and keep the faith, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. Yeah, think about election or December, shit hit the fan. Hey, whenever Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi want to bring it. All right, but yeah, I don't see too many more years. I can't see 5 more years here. I don't see it. You know, Elder Apostle Tahar said this is a year, hopefully, of, you know, Jacob's trouble, and it's looking like that. They getting everything implemented. Shoot, MOTB is ready to go. They messing with the second patient right now. All right, and the first patient kind of messed up. If you look into what happened with that, it malfunctioned in his head, in his brain. But FDA, they didn't care. They gave him the go-ahead to mess with another patient to keep it going. And Elon's not the only one that's messing with the Neuralink. BlackRock If brothers know about BlackRock, which you should, BlackRock, which the elite bankers basically control, they've already implemented and put in 50 C-hips in people's brains already before Elon. They did that, I guess, like a year before Elon, man. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna look at it like the same way they did with the vaccine, where they had Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, Moderna, et cetera, et cetera. They had all these companies, right, coming at the same time with the same thing. That's how they're gonna do it. They're gonna roll it out. You're gonna have Elon, you're gonna have BlackRock, you're gonna have all these other, because it's over 25, and it's more than that, semiconductors companies. And that a semiconductor is a C-hip. Okay, they make everything from your C-hips that go in your cars to your refrigerators to your phones, right? You got C-hip in this, you know. So you got all these companies, and they've been given funding through the C-hip Act of 2022 to operate and to basically work towards a C-hip, man. You know? So when it happens, man, you're gonna have all these companies offering it. All right? Don't think that it's just gonna be Elon, or it's just gonna be, you know, they're gonna hit you at all fronts, all areas. All right? So yeah, it's going down, man. It's going down. You know. Yeah, this looking like the year. They just got to get everything up and running, and they there. Because really, if you look at it, you go in a store and you take your credit card and you do the swipe. They're not going to have to change that system. All right? You're just going to have the C-hip, and you're just going to have to swipe. Same thing. Because in your credit card, that's a C-hip. That's just a bigger C-hip. Now that one that they put in you, you're just going to have to easy, or that's it. It's the same technology. Okay? The same technology. You know, they may do a little bit of modifications, but that's the same technology. That C-hip. There's gonna be no more swiping, none of that. All right? And as the elder down there in South Carolina say, we may have to live in the digital system for a little bit. Not taking the C-hip, but we may have to live where there's no cash. You may have to live in that system for a little bit until they try to mandate that everybody take the C-hip. Then we know not to touch it, you know. But if we got to live in a digital system, okay, without cash. But when it comes to inserting you, hey, that go against my faith, right? That's in the Bible. You know, all you got to really say is that go against my faith. I can't do that. And that should have been you people's freaking excuse to not take the vaccine. If you really know the scriptures, you should have been like, I ain't taking that. It goes against my faith. Right? But hey, our people bow down to Satan, do anything for $1. They want to take this, they want to take the vaccine. Because they, oh man, I gotta do this, or I ain't gonna be able to get paid. You let Satan scare you into that. Alright? And then you got problems, you got complications with your reproductive organs and things like that, and your blood, you got blood clots and high blood pressure even more. Alright? Because you bowed down to Satan, thinking that he was gonna help you, man. Come on. I went to a Circle K where it was a self-checkout. You just lay the stuff on the table and it scanned itself and tapped to pay. It's the same system. They got the systems in place. As you can see, you go into Walmart, they got, I know the Walmart over here, they got all them registers and only like 2 of them take cash. The rest of them, it's like 8 other ones, the self-checkouts, all of them take card. None of them take cash except 2. Okay? And then soon they're going to take them out. So that's what you call gradualism. They doing that. Gradually getting rid of cash. Okay? You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I mean, we see it. It's here. All right? Belgium just, you got these other countries that don't have guns, right? That don't have a means to fight back. Like Sweden, Belgium, Australia. These countries are just being told that you're moving over to the digital system. They're not given a choice. They're not gradually messing with them. But Us Americans, Americans is basically in between the New World Order, because Americans got guns. Americans wanna fight for their rights. They want to protest and do things like that, right? You got protests in other countries as well, but they don't have the means, they don't have the weapons, and they can't. They're not on that level. But Americans, man, shoot, I promise you, go to the South, where I'm from, everybody got a gun. Everybody got a gun. That's just how it is. It's common practice for everybody to have a gun. All right? You know? Shoot. But hey, we know as Israelites, and we know being in this truth, your sword shall not save you in this time. So when they mandated, hey, we chilling. We backing off. We ain't fighting. We ain't doing none of that. All right? We trusting in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi to see us through. So hey, with that, brothers, I hope this was an edifying live. The topic of this live was peace comes through destruction. Hey, you in Texas, then you already know. You already know, man. Hey, with that being said, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us this truth. Shalawam to the sincere Ahtham out there, as well as Ahtham out there. Shalawam. Shalawam to the elect. Shalawam.